This shloka says that Bhagwad Gita, there are 1008 Upanishads, out of which only 108 are available, and we don't have to read all the 108. 10 Upanishads, if you read, is enough. Like they say, how many mirrors do you require to see your face? One. Maximum two, maybe some people require. But if you read one Upanishad very well, you have done. But if you condense all the Upanishads, Sarvo Upanishado Gavo, so that is like a cow. This is Bhagavad Gita is like cow. And Gopala Nandana, the Swayam Bhagwan is the Gopala who is milking the cow. And what he will milk is nothing but the Gita Amrita. The knowledge is Amrit, which is fed to Partho Vatsaha. He is the calf. So you know that milk coming from the mother, the initial milk is being given to the calf because highly protein rich immunity, which is required for the initial few maybe weeks. But we also know that we also drink Sudhir Bhokta. The cow's milk we all drink. That also is helpful for us. Sudhir Bhokta means those who are like this, who are thirsty for the knowledge. Those who come for the classes, those who discipline themselves to learn Bhagavad Gita, they are all benefited by this one Bhagavad Gita, which is equivalent to all that 1000 Upanishads. Okay, this is important shloka. Then Mrs. Aruna said about Vasudevam Sutam. So also it is said, see, tomorrow I start Bhagavad Gita and I become enlightened. So I leave my family, I go somewhere. No. Even Vasudev Kutumbam means Krishna, he took care of his mother, father first. Then his society, and finally become a Jagat Guru. He didn't become Jagat Guru and forgot all his relations. So this is important shloka. Shubha explained about the different ways we are trapped because of our daily routine. We are trapped in a kind of slush which is there in the flowing river. We get attracted to different lilies and we might get entrapped and in the whirlpools. So all these are characters of Mahabharata, but we don't have to really, we know the proof. Every day we face such things with our own self, with our own mind. And who will take us up from this thing is none other than Kaivartaka Keshava, the ambidextrous, the very skillful boatman who is Krishna. Nagaraj very well explained about what is this Bhagavad Gita, where it comes from. It comes from Mahabharata. And Mahabharata is a fully blossomed lotus. The petals have stories, the stamens are the nectar, the knowledge, and the fragrance is taken by none other than all of us. And we are enjoying this. APM Manam Muda. We are always drinking this. And those who drink this, they are going to be successful. Eighth verse was, if Bhagavad Gita is learned well, even the most dumbest of person can speak eloquently. The lame can even climb mountains. Then what about people like us? We are definitely blessed. We are all able to climb the Everest mountain of learning Bhagavad Gita. And last verse, today Aruna will do it and we will listen from this verse. Yes.
Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Manuta Sunvanti Divye Samay Bade Sanga Pada Kramopanishadai Gayanti Yam Samaga Tatena Manasa Shyanti Yam Yogino Yasyandam Na Vidu Sura Suragurna Devaya Tatme Nama. Devaya Tatme Nama, he saluting the Lord, whom Yam Brahma himself, Brahma, Varuna, Indra, Rudra, as well as Maruta, that is Vayu, they all Tunmanti Divyai Savai, means they are singing his praises, they are singing his hymns. And
okay.
Sanga Pada Kramopanishada Gayanti Yam Samagaha, means those whoever are reading Vedas, all Vedas, including the smaller Vedas the smaller scriptures, the satellite scriptures like Sang, Pada is the way of chanting, the different types of chanting, the Upanishads, again, satellite scriptures, all of them, whenever whoever is studying those, ultimately is praising the Lord Krishna. Even the next one, Jnana Vastita Katera Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino. The yogis who are in Jnana Avastha, who are in deep meditation, even with concentrated Manasa, they are ultimately looking towards Krishna. Yastyantam na vidu. Yastyantam means those one who doesn't have an end. Nobody knows the sura, gods, asuras, that is asura, Gana, that is Ganas, and even these people also do not know who ultimately is this Lord Krishna, whom we are, I mean, he is so vast, he is so infinite, we all go down to him. Devaya.
And I go down to teach. He was reading it from last whole week. And this is what is commitment. And this will take you, all of us through. We will not miss this Janma, the Moksha. I guarantee him, Lord Krishna guarantees. He has told in the so many chapters, he will tell that it is my guarantee that I will see that you don't miss the Moksha. So it is also said, those who learn, God loves them. But those who teach, like she has taught us this word, God will make sure that she will come to that salt doll, will go to the ocean, 100%. So I am really thankful. With this, we complete the Dhyana Shloka. But for those who are on the other side, first time, we'll read this. I'll start with this. My prostration, Namaha, to that Tasmai, Lord, Deva, which God is glorified, Sunmanti, by divine hymns, Divyahi Stavayat, by so many other deities like Brahma, the creator, Varuna, Indra, Marut. All the devotees of the Lord glorify and sing Gayanti, him like chanters, Gaha, of the Sama Veda, Sama. You can read this.
Sama Veda is meant to elaborate the Veda of Shanti, other three Gaha.
Gana. So this is like, I just interpret because little bit we should know. Pada, Krama, Gana party, have you heard? Gana party. Gana party means party. Those who chant, the Vedas who chant, no, the initial stages, it was not even written. It was all in the mind. So how to keep scriptures in mind is they will repeat. And there is one way of Gana parties who repeat like 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, then 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2. Like that they will do it. So imagine all the shloka are done this way. You never, even in the night, deeper sleep, you wake them up, he will tell entire Bhagwad Gita shloka. That's why, if I'm wrong, sir, I think Aurangzeb is right. He burned the entire library of Takshashila, right? Entire library burned for 2 months. So much books were burned down. Muhammad. He burned the entire library 2 months. It was burning, ashes were there. So many books were there. But within no time, they found that it is again made. It is again written. And finally, they found that these are the people, the parties. They can just, many people know in their brain, they will write down in no time. If you can correct me. Many such occasions. What I want to emphasize is that our scriptures are there because of this type of Ganapati. So we should really thank for all this. So these are the way of learning.
Who the great meditators, yogi sleep, mind, concentrated, on the thought, one pointed mind in the state of meditation, dhyana, avasthita. Devotees see the Lord outside, while yogis see the Lord in.
Dr. Vedapriya, can I request you to read the next one?
So, even though God takes a personal form for the sake of devotees, the real God is not a person. This is because a person is limited by spatial and time-wise limitations, which the Lord is not. Even the gods, Sura and Asura, do not know, na vidu, the limit, atom, space-wise and time-wise of Yasya, the Lord, to Tasmai, that all the pervading Lord, I offer my namaskar. Namaha.
It was very clear. Thanks. It is very clear for us. I hope it is clearly understood that Radha. So now coming to the real class. So till now we only did revision and we only had an introduction to Dhyana Shloka, which is the prayer verses for Bhagavad Gita. But today we start the class where the first chapter is called as Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Yoga is a discipline. Yoga may be considered as one way of, like a discipline is better word because yoga is not like yogasana, which we talk, it is a discipline which is followed. So Arjuna is, the character Arjuna, he is a student or he is a warrior. And Vishada here means sorrow. Now sorrow compares, the entire chapter will revolve on this. Sorrow is samsara. What is samsara, I will tell. And this is from Itihasa. Itihasa, there are different ways of getting this knowledge. The first ever knowledge was God's own son. Shruti it is called. Then it is Smriti. Smriti means they kept in mind what I was telling. So there was Rishis. Rishis like receivers, they received it, the Sapta Rishis. They kept in the mind and then from Shruti, Smriti, then it comes to Stotra. Means it is in short form, it is a one-liner, you have to expand it. It is a coded language. And then came Itihasa, Puranas, Bhashyam. Like we have many Bhashyams for one Bhagavad Gita. Maybe lakhs of Bhashyams. If we make our class combined, it will be one more Bhashyam. But you see one sound from there it adulterates. If you play a game, I start saying something in his ear, he will come back to me, you know the game. It will be totally different. So nothing is correct. Nothing is the only final word. Only thing what Bhagwan said was right and how we take will be different. So we have to internalize every word within us. Because either, as we have know, Bhagwan is none other than outside is within us. So you take this as a guideline, but you have to internalize every word. It's self-effort, sitting and meditating on the word. So, and all of us are none other than Arjuna. So this, again, Bhagavad Gita is divided into three. Prathama Shatkam. Shatkam means 6 chapters. The first 6 chapters describes about you, means us, Swam. And it tells about Karma Yoga, what we do as a Grahastha. What Arjuna is supposed to do in the war, he had to fight the enemies. But in this chapter, we'll know exactly what we did opposite. And it requires effort. Without effort, without you taking effort, nothing will be imbibed. Madhyam Shataka is from 7 to 12. So total chapters are 18. So 3 Shatakam. Shatakam means 6. 6. 18 divided by 6 is 3. Madhyama is Tat. Tat means God. Swam means myself. Tat means God. It will teach us Upasana. Upasana means meditation, even thinking about God always, internally, externally. This will be taught in Upasana. And finally, after this, you get grace in the 6 chapters will give you the grace. Final Charam Shatkam will be talking about Asi. So, Jivatma getting into Paramatma, the salt doll going into ocean, river getting merged into the ocean. That is called Asi, coming together. That is only possible to knowledge, by knowledge. That is Jnana Yoga. And without value, is very difficult to get. So 16, 17 chapters specifically talks about value. So with this, why this first chapter is neglected by many gurus? Because they feel people already know they're enlightened so much, they start from 2nd chapter, 11th verse. The real Gita Upadesh, where Krishna starts speaking, tells Arjuna the real starting Sankhya philosophy is starting from second chapter 11. So Adi Shankaracharya, who is the authority on any scripture, also has skipped the first chapter. But Swamiji says the first chapter is important because it tells us the problem of the samsara. Only as a doctor, we know so well, without the disease, he can't treat. Without the disease, he can't treat. So the problem of samsara is going to be introduced, and the guru and shishya are going to be defined, because any scriptures are always a dialogue between the guru and shishya. We also know when we have interaction, then only we can understand that. So these two things are very important, even in the first chapter. Problem of samsara is nothing but MBBS. The samsara is mundane, boring, bothersome, and suffering. It's easy for us, that's why I put this. My boss also has put this. MBBS. And this is like a sorry go round, not merry go round. Sorry go round, because we all know that we are in the syndrome of samsara, which has few things common to anyone. It will be any caste, any creed, any island, any continent, male, female, any individual will have this syndrome. That is, first is the syndrome is divided into raga, shoka, moha. I'm very sorry if this is too much of jargon now, but I'm telling you, if repeatedly you understand, I will make it simpler by saying raga is your strong attachment to what this bhava raga is called. Bhava means your life sense. In world, anything you do, you like something, you don't like something. You always have. If we become spiritual also, there are some Swamijis, they say, when I asked him that you give up all your dislikes, he said, I will give everything but one gulab jamun I cannot. I will give up every food but gulab jamun is my favorite. Or he will say, if you write a list of people whom you like, and you should have only like, no dislike. He says, I can like everyone in this world, but this one person who is not is an enemy, I don't like. So even big gurus also will have this problem. So what about us? So strong like and strong dislike will lead to a bhava raga or attachments. Shoka, whenever there is strong attachment, you will have intense grief. See, I'm using this word strong and intense. The stronger the bond with someone, when it is lost, intense the grief. I will explain with some examples. For example, all of us grahastha, one house, front of a car, what of bank balance is must, according to the Vyavaharik Jagat. What happens once we achieve this? The very next we think about 3 cars, a bigger house, and maybe lot bigger a bank balance. Now imagine we get all of them. Do you think it is a full stop or comma? Comma. Always a comma. And after this, something we lose. For example, we have an income tax rate and we have got everything. Or for example, anything happens. We will be going in what? Shoka. Intense grief we have. In case we get more than this, we get even 100 cars and many more houses. What? We will also be deluded. We will be having a mind which is like your specs will be full of only the material world. You will only see dollars and pounds, and only things which you see is the outer glamorous world. So, even if you have or don't have, even you achieve or don't achieve, in this samsara roti sorrow, you will go into this whirlpool and you will be deluded if you don't follow the real reason why we came to this birth, human birth. That which I have explained, that it is moksha. So artha, kama, dharma we are always following. But if you don't do this, we go back to this sorry go round. We will never stop. Janma will come, Janma will go. That's what Swamiji says, we will grow, gray, and go one day. And then one day again we'll land up in this and we'll grow, gray, and go. If you want to make this full stop, take out from the comma and full stop, please prepare yourself to get out of this MBBS. Now, the second part of this chapter is introduction of the teacher and the student. And first, how they were introduced to us is, it will be introduced in the first few shlokas today we'll do, that the student is a warrior. And the teacher first introduced as a friend of the war or a charioteer. Actually, it is introduced that way, the chapter. But later on in this chapter, in the end, you see how the student becomes, how the warrior becomes a student because of complete surrender, and how the charioteer, a Sarathi, becomes a Jagat Guru. It will be in the first chapter. So it is very important to know what is the qualification to become a student. The first and the foremost qualification of being a student is to inquire. Is to inquire. He had this bhavara. He understood that I have a disease. If you don't understand that we have this kind of problem in the life and dislike, you will never inquire into what is the real goal of human being. So Arjuna had that in that moment. He was the bestest of warriors, but when he saw his near and dear one, you know what happened? He just trembled. He gave up his Gandiva, he gave up his everything, and he sat down. And then finally he started blabbering, because you become deluded, and he started blabbering that I have come for this adharmic war. It was a dharmic war which is an adharmic. And he started saying, I will take sannyasa, which is adharmic sannyasa. A grahastha can't go to sannyasa. The right dharma was a warrior should fight. He should do the war for not himself, for entire people who are for him. So he was not going to fight for himself, but he became deluded because of what? Raga, that is like and desire. And what is the qualification of a guru? Here we are talking about Jagat Guru, but any such guru who is a qualified guru, he first understands himself. He gets disciplined himself. Then he meditates on what is understood, and then he gives impartially as it was heard, understood from his guru, he transfers it. That is a guru. Not like a person who is only telling to those who will like. Otherwise, he also has likes and dislikes. He should be very impartial. He should be the conduit only to give the message of God to the next person. So that is the guru, and we are talking about Jagat Guru. You don't have to even have any slightest doubt about his qualification. So coming with this introduction, I hope the introduction is short, but you will get more in the details in this class. So Dr. Jayantini can start the first verse. Like Dhridharashtra started, and be careful. Dhridharashtra asked the question, started the Bhagavad Gita, and he was mentally blind, and he never followed it. Oh, why did you? Okay, I will read. I will read. No problem. Good joke. Okay, I will read. If it is a little bit also doubt, I will read it. Dhridharashtra uvacha dharma kshetre guru kshetre samaveta yuyuttava mamaka pandavaschaiva kimakurvata sanjaya. You can explain it. Yeah, you read it, no problem.
Dharma kshetre guru kshetre samaveta Mamaka Pandava Chaiva Imakurvada Sanjaya. This is king means body.
Can you little louder because maybe you are not.
Means body, and Mamakaya means my people, and the Pandava both are eager to fight in this Kurukshetra. So this Dhridharashtra has 5 people and Pandava who are eager to fight at Kurukshetra, and Samaveta means who were the king assembled there at the Kurukshetra, supporting both the armies, and to do Sanjaya, like this is asking. In this, the Duryodhana got powerful army, and the Pandava won't have that much powerful army, but they got that supreme power, Lord Krishna with them. And and then Kurukshetra is the same happening, and the parampara is maintaining so till now, and the trees are there, and this Kurukshetra is because of only for desire only, and in it, Dhridharashtra is a blind king. It indicates internal blindness. And this Dharma Kshetra is belongs to Dharma, the whole holy land, it belongs to Dharma.
Right. Thank you. So nicely. See, we can't make out that is the first presentation. I think you have not done this presentation before. As a doctor or engineer or teacher, so many presentations we do, but doing the spiritual presentation, you have to get little convinced, then you can tell. So nicely you have done that. Very nice. So, sir, can you read your thing near the down part? Just King asked.
King asked, what did my people and Pandavas who were eager to fight and who were assembled in the holy land of kurukshetra do, O Sanjaya?
So I will just, because if we go slow, we don't want to rush. In fact, this introduction itself was too much. So for just to tell stories, Sanjaya was like that Wi-Fi, what we have now. In fact, the more we invent, we say, I don't consider we invent anything. We are discovering or rediscovering. So if there was something that now it is 5G, I think, or 6G, it was maybe 1000G, where person sitting somewhere else and exactly live when it is happening there, without a disturbance, without anything he's telling to someone and convincing is very convincing. So we are really fortunate that that was there that time. And it was definitely with the Lord's grace. Because Lord gives you all the benefits, He gives you all what He loves everyone. He loves Dhridharashtra also. But somehow Dhridharashtra has so much bhavara, like and dislike. He had so much like towards Duryodhana. And whatever reason dislikes to Pandava. And that's why he could not benefit. But there were a few more people who benefited by this thing. And I'm sure today, I'm very sure we are all going to benefit because we have Shraddha. There is one chapter entirely on Shraddha. So the others were Hanumana, then there was Swayam Arjuna, Sanjaya. So definitely these three benefited. And those who listen the same way, they will benefit. So the very important word, the negative part is those who inquire, but don't assimilate, don't get imbibed in the understanding, they won't benefit. It is like I told harshly, but a donkey carrying entire load of Bhagavad Gita, he will never imbibe anything because we are not open to things, we are not understanding things. Second, Kurukshetra is a war place, but it was out. See, this all things happen where? Not in the war, our own self. The entire Pandavas, the five senses we have. The charioteer is our conscious, and the mind are the reins. The more you lose this mind, the more these five senses will start running outward. And the path which this chariot should go, the chariot is our body. So the path that this human body should go is moksha. But what happens? It will all five horses starting running here and there, and artha, kama, dharma. The chariot will stand there only till the end. Go, gray, and go. So this Kurukshetra and Dharmakshetra is we ourselves that we have to understand. It will be a big statement now in the first verse. There are people who stopped after first chapter or even they say 100 verses somewhere second chapter in middle. Many pandits have just they became pandit after that. Actually, our Guruji says after 100 verses there is no need of reading anything because Lord has given every answer about samsara in the second chapter itself. But still, for people like me who don't understand and regularly ask questions, they go up to 18 chapter. And Bhagavad Gita is beautifully like our Doordarshan is to come. That one small earth will become and then news will come. No? So first that lady or the gents will start telling in some shape, very short. That is in the first chapter. And then second chapter, 11th one to the end, it will be in detail. The news will be in detail. And 18th, again, they will again summarize. So see, the Doordarshan on any channel is already following what is said so many thousand years back. We repeatedly get questions answered through Arjuna's question. If I'm not wrong, 17 questions were asked and 18 chapters have happened. So Arjuna asks he's asking for people like us who don't understand in the first book. So first verse is by Dhridharashtra. At least this we will understand. Second verse, Selva Kumar. I think you can proceed.
Sanjay watched Dhridharashtra, Pandava, Vyudam, Duryodhana, Acharya, Drupasandam, Kamya, Raja, Vachanam.
See, we will try to chant. It's difficult. I chant and please follow me. Sanjaya Uvacha Drushva Rupandavanikam Yudam Duryodhanastada Acharyam Upasanjamya Raja Vachanam Apravit. Okay, this is the second verse by Sanjay. Go on. Yeah. Oh, you want English, right? I will put the English. Sorry. Good.
Sanjay having seen the army of the Pandavas arranged. What they arranged, they defeated. King Duryodhana approached his Guru Dronacharya and spoke the words that this time. They repeat the words. Yeah. Sanjana says Duryodhana saw the army of Pandava, which is well arranged according to the Yuddha Shastra. They have variety of Vyama, Padma Vyukam, Chakra Vyukam, Garada Vyukam, etc. They are tactical positioning. They trap the enemy. After saw this Vyukam, Raja Duryodhana approached his Guru Dronacharya for this wealth.
Thank you. Very nice. See, everyone is trying and it is very difficult. And I'm very happy that you are actually first class I had run out. Yeah, so nicely you're preparing. I came only the second day. But I hope to it because somehow all my questions were answered by my guru. So this is very excellent, good. But just for everyone's sake, we will repeat it. Ma'am, Himlata, Sanjay the Caretaker.
Sorry.
You can read?
No.
Okay.
English, ma'am.
You know, comfortable, become. Ma'am, you can. You can read from there so that we learn some Sanskrit.
Sanjaya said, Drishtavatu.
Yes, correct. Go ahead.
Having Pandavanikam,
Nikam.
the army of the Pandavas, Yudam, arrayed. Raja Duryodhana, King Duryodhana,
Gamya. Acharyam.
Approached Dronacharya, Abravit, and spoke Vachanam. These words, Tada, at that time. In answer to Dhridharashtra's query, Sanjaya says, having seen the army of the Pandavas arrayed, King Duryodhana approached Dronacharya and spoke these words at that time.
So see, as story unfolds, we always see a movie where hero, villain, entries are there. So we take this as an entry. Now, first day Dhridharashtra, then Sanjaya. Sanjaya is the support, or he is always with Dhridharashtra because he cannot see. And then through Sanjaya, he is telling the first character, that is Duryodhana. Duryodhana, we all know, is the most cruelest of cruel leaders or king on the Kaurava side. Because of him, in fact, the war would have not happened if he had written at least in the end. The first they asked, you all know the story, but I repeat for someone who hasn't. When they went for exile, they came back, and then the time was there, they at least get their share. So they asked for 5 villages for 5 of them. Then Duryodhana said, I can't do it. Then he said 1 village for 5 of them. Finally, it came to one house and 5 children. Finally, what Duryodhana said is, I won't give you even the tip of a pin. That much land also I can't give you. Even after that, Krishna was meditating, mediating. He was sent forcefully by Yudhishthira, Bhima who want to kill Duryodhana whenever he can. But at the end, what happened? There Yudhishthira started because he is a Dharma Purusha. He is a very, very dharmic person. He said, why should I fight with my own? I'm thinking this war is not required. So then Bhima started something that I may forego him if he give us some peaceful way. Everyone spoke except, I think, Nakula. He said, you can talk anything, I'll go and kill him now. So all the 4 Pandavas spoke good that we will forgive him. Because of him, why people should get death and bloodshed. Then Krishna is Leela, he said, okay, I will, Vidura, you go and meet Dhridharashtra once again and then Duryodhana. So he went, just before the war, he talked to him. That time he was like, he wanted him to come to him, Krishna wanted to come to him. Duryodhana was that time also not, he was hell-bent for the war. So if someone is hell-bent for the war, he's so adharmic, then the war has to happen. And now when the war is happening, actually if you see it is very nicely unfolded in the further verses that he is actually trembling. Internally he is not happy, he is actually doubting his own army. So that's why he's first approaching Drona. Drona is the Guru, Acharya and also a leader. Bhishma and Drona are the main Rati, Maharathis. So he's approaching to Drona to tell him that, is it right? Whatever we have done, I think it is enough or not. So with that, we come to end. We will just stop here. Take what happens in the next verse. Because it's 8, we will stop. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnatya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. So before you all go, I just want a request. Those who are in the online, if you can spare some more time, we can have a discussion. So I just want to know whether we can shift the class on some other day, one or other time. For some people who are actually in the evening, some people want to come. But in the OPD timings all over, they come physically if we do that. I don't know whether we can discuss that now. Because here the OPDs in the evening are going on outside at odd time, 8, 9 o'clock. Early morning is always better. Early morning is always what we followed is 10, 12 years. Early morning before we take rounds, we come. So that way one day we'll come early. But it will be difficult for some people.
Only anytime.
Send the children.
So evening time, but any other day we can do any other day. Monday is a video. No. It should be. No.
Can you postpone to 9 o'clock?
Sir, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock also is difficult. I mean, 9 o'clock.
Okay, don't celebrate today. You take your all time. It will go on till we come to a conclusion, please haven't. Because it started well. In case we come to a conclusion that Wednesday or some other time, we will continue.
Monday is a tough day, sir. I can have it on Tuesday or Thursday.
Okay.
Time is okay, or 8 to 9.
Tuesday or Wednesday, okay?
Some of the private busy practice can finish the work early and come 8 o'clock.
Thursday,
Jaimini has got a lot of cases in the clinic with scratches.
so that's why I really made a right stand that also. Otherwise, this like it should not happen. We'll try to do on Wednesday.
No, we'll ask CC to tell the story.
Sir, today you tell.
Otherwise, it's not there.
See, the class officially is over. Who wants to leave? Pranam and you can leave. Raga Choka Moha.
Started with something you did not explain to them.
Will you explain in future or not?
Yeah, definitely we will explain.
What question?
No.
What Arjuna thing is,
How we go through, right?
no, we come to that.
This one?
No. Before that. First, Kira. Shashya meant Pasana. Vishada means of this. You are going to explain or
Yeah,
not?
the entire chapter is about Vishada.
So what was this? What was happening? You have not given that introduction.
You don't have to do anything.
What is there?
You don't explain at all.
Yeah. So this is very important to explain why it started. So at that time when he was standing in that field, you were.
No, you can do some very next 100% based on whole fun. That's why they have to come for the next class.
Yeah.
No, that is the fun when it comes near the. That's why I kept it. Stick to it. When the real intense grief starts, it will be very fun. See, I have learned through my guru, keep something for the next class, otherwise people will not turn up. क्या करना है? एक politician को vote चाहिए, एक teacher को student चाहिए. No, it is in a detail. It's like physiology and psychology will be explained. And the external sweating, everything will be explained, tremors, everything. And those who are medical or those who are symptoms will understand that. So good, this is a good point you brought up. Yeah, those who want to leave and those who want to discuss something, even the online people, I am free here today. So we are going very well. I hope if you can come 5 to 10 minutes early, then we finish the japa. Little meditation is very important. So when we chant Omkara, that Omkara will give us the power to understand that. We will, because our nerves are so active the whole day. That's why in the morning time, because that time we are receptive. 7 to 8, which is very early. 8 to 9, 9 to 8. For me, it's easy, but I know with the kids and all, it will be difficult.
Don't trust the people. I got a lot of
No, that's right. It was open, so we have to discuss.
He is also you are right.
Madam,
For me,
he is in Manasa. He is telling wrongly in Gujarat. He should be Vanasasa, he should be giving everything. No, let us. See, Madam told me today, only one person told me that. That time for all of us.
actually, this is the correct time.
Because the morning, okay, I can then see for an excuse and I can see want the online. But see what I see now online, no, lot of disturbance. They might also see when you are not there, see, I can give us the link, but then no one else will ask the link. Give me online. He said that give me online. He will see patients about see. Because he said Monday is my busy OPD. No, but they are all comfortable on Monday. Madam, Wednesday, our case is okay, other than that, those who are from first time, two of you are okay with this and this pattern? Well, madam, you could hear well.
Yes, sir.
And it was able to follow also?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Abhijit, Madhuri, Anand. We want your opinion. We want you to ask questions at the end. 15 minutes you should spend on that. That is satsang. Otherwise, only listening and going will not help. Like ma'am asked some question, we should ask something. Abhijit?
Yes, nothing actually.
Nothing.
First day trying to grasp things.
Okay.
One question, sir. Why everything is not said in a simple way? Why it is so complicated? Maybe silly.
No, absolutely. This question is for everyone who starts. But I tell you.